Hello everyone, my name is Lulu and this is Chit Chat Check In, where roughly once a month I will check in with you guys so you get to see my beautiful face, and I go over some of the stuff that I did over the month and some stuff that I have planned for the next month.
Get the other stuff, I'm dragging to you.
There'll be a few different sections that you'll go through. You may hear my husband in the background. He's playing Final Fantasy XIV. That's just a thing that happens. We're a gaming household. It's what we do. But the first section that I'm going to get into is called my Nerd Corner. And that is where I talk about things that I've loved and maybe things that I haven't loved this month. And to kick this off, guys, in my last Chit Chat Check-In, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to pre-order and download the new Dresden Files book. I did. I'm finished. I've listened to it. And I have a very, very important message for Mr. Jim Butcher. Not that he'll ever see this, but if he does, I need 3 things. 1, might all actually happen. I've heard rumors. I have no sources. I just remember hearing rumors that there may be a series involving Maggie and Mouse. Maybe more of a young adult type series. I don't know. I would love to see that. On the same vein, Mr. Butcher, I would love to see a prequel series focusing on Harry's mother, because this whole time, through this whole series, I've had this thought process, right? That his mom was like this big badass that was in all kinds of dangerous situations because she liked to have fun. But it looks like her son is having a very similar reputation growing, and he hasn't asked for like any of this crap. So I'm kind of curious to know, like, I imagine Margaret to be like if Harry and Murphy did the fusion dance. I feel like that would be Harry's mom. I need to know. Am I right? Am I close? Who knows? But that's 2 things. The third thing, because the other 2 things you might actually have to finish the series before you start, because spoilers. But this one's gold. I'm telling you, it's gold. Star-Crossed Knights, The Chronicles of Sonya and Butters. I need this in my life.
Yeah, I remember it. Thunder, 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 cats, ho!
I need this in my life. However, obviously, I'm a big famous artist, so I know what needs to come next. Right, so now that that's out of the way, the message that will never be heard, what did I think about it for the Dresden Files? Did I like it? Did I hate it? I loved it. I loved every bit of it. I understand now why there will be 2 books released this year, because it definitely left off like more in the middle, very solidly in the middle of the story. And I'll actually be doing a more in-depth review of what I thought about the book, along with a project I was working on while listening to the book, and that'll come a little bit later in the works in progress section. And I think you guys might remember that I was a little concerned that if I stopped the Wheel of Time to read the Dresden Files book, that I would have a hard time jumping back into the Wheel of Time, because they are similar and that there's magic in both. But that's kind of it. Strong female characters. Yeah. But I didn't have a single problem. Like, I was in the middle of a Wheel of Time book when I stopped for the Dresden Files, and I jumped right back in. I had no issues jumping right back into the Wheel of Time, and I loved it. It was wonderful. I am back on that wagon. But when I wasn't listening to the Dresden Files and the Wheel of Time series, I was playing Switch games. I'm not really a big, like, PlayStation 4 gamer. Sometimes I do, but usually my PlayStation 4 is for watching stuff and chatting with friends. So I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight. Oh my god, Hollow Knight. And I've been playing a lot of Friends of Mineral Town. Turns out, not a Harvest Moon title anymore. That's a thing. It's a whole... yeah. But I've really been enjoying this remake of Friends of Mineral Town. And what I'm looking forward to is Digimon is back. It had a hiatus. It is now off of hiatus. I've done one Digimon video. I will probably do more Digimon videos because I really like Digimon. Like a lot. I'm also really excited because Fruits Basket, the anime, is still airing. So that's really fun. And there's this new game called the Shadowverse. Okay, it's not new. There's nothing new about it. But it's a game for Android, and it's a game for computer, and it's free. And it's a card game that's also a video game. So I'm going to be looking into that. I've gotten a little bit into the tutorial already. Plays kind of similar enough to Magic the Gathering that I'm like, okay, I think I can get behind this. So you might see a video on that here soon. And you see me continuously looking down. That is because I have a book. Ah, and in this book are my notes. Because my memory sucks. Just wanted to be transparent with you guys. Yes, I am absolutely 100% looking down and not at a script, but at a list of talking points. It's who I am. What are you going to do? So my next segment, though, is arts and crafts. And mostly, like, what I've already made and what I'm currently working on. As for what I've already made, remember? Mentioned Dresden Files like 3 minutes ago, yeah? There is...
9,000...
It's backwards. I don't know if you... But it says accord to neutral territory. Though it says crafting and fandoms welcome. And there will actually be a video, I hope, of me going through the process of making this wonderful little thing. However, a lot of the audio, or not audio, a lot of the video was really, really shaky in the beginning. It took me a while to figure out how to record embroidery. I'd never done that before. So I don't know how much footage I can actually salvage from that. But if I don't have a whole lot to salvage, then I will at least be adding maybe some fan art or another embroidery piece or something along with it to fully dive into the review that I'm planning for the Dresden series. Art-wise, a lot of these will probably already be on my channel, but I have a speed paint up of my newest work of Pumpkin and Spice.
Yeah, you kept them alive by dissipating your fairy.
This is roughly what it looks like when I'm actually done.
That's how you get your combination. By sacrificing your friends, Harmesis, I understand your pattern.
It's my house. What am I gonna do?
I'll be right back.
But another thing I've got is Jazza. I used to be Draw with Jazza, now he's just Jazza. He actually did a competition of his own where he either made very childlike looking artwork or he showed artwork that he drew when he was much younger that we were allowed to draw in our own styles and submit to Twitter. So I did that, and this is there's a speed paint of this guy who I really like. One that there isn't a speed paint of, though, is this guy. So you would have to find my Twitter feed or my Instagram if you wanted to see the, I guess, digital version of it. And then you guys didn't think that you were done with the knitting, right? I mean, I started this whole thing with knitting. And I have a work in progress, which doesn't look like a whole lot right now. It's but this is a little bit of the technique you can see some of the lace and some of the fade. I love this purpley color kind of fading into the cream there. When it's done, it will be for my daughter, and it'll be a little cape thingy with a hood. And this is the yarn I'm working with. I may change colors again further up, I'm not sure yet. I'm really excited for that project. It's a lot of fun. It's also, like my last yarn project, it's very, very simple. In fact, I could just, if I really wanted to, should have probably been doing this the whole time, boop, so that I was on brand, but I didn't, and that's okay. But those, so far, that's kind of what I've got for like works of progress and finished works and things that I've done over the past month. So all that's really left is what is coming up next month. Now, this project right here, as you can see, I am working on it right now.
You threw down a gauntlet earlier that I don't know if you realized, and I'd like to take up that challenge real quick. You said that you're a pretty damn solid red mage.
Anyway, as you can see, I'm working on this project right now. So no, this is not going to be a speed knit, but I am hoping to do. I want to do at least one project. One more project coming up that will be more of a speed knit. It'll still be a little bit different than the previous one. I didn't really like how it turned out. I mean, I like how the project turned out. I didn't like how the speed knit video turned out. So I'm probably going to be playing around with that, the techniques, following that a little bit. And I have some future video ideas outside of that. One big one that I have been trying to decide whether or not I should do for a while is going to involve the story of Thumbelina. Thumbelina was a Fox production, Don Bluth, but it is everything that people complain about the Disney princess movies to be. I loved this movie as a child, and I was so disappointed when I revisited it as an adult to show my daughter, who thankfully was way too young to actually care. But so I will be doing some fan art, and for at least, my childhood memories, and I'll be talking about this movie and comparing it to the far superior Thumbelina, A Magical Journey, which is an anime adaptation not of the Fox movie, but of the original fairy tale itself. That was I think it was like a 20-something episode anime series that I have never gotten to see all of because it came to America in the form of an edited movie. So there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense, but the nostalgia game is strong. And the morals are still strong, so I still love it. And I'm going to be comparing those two. That is going to be a video. You will be seeing, obviously, the embroidery time-lapse and review of the Dresden Files. You'll see the embroidery time-lapse of this. I would like to do at least one other embroidery project now that I've gotten the hang of it. I'm not sure what that is, though, so if there's something you would like to see in a hoop, let me know. Shoot me a message in the comments. Let me know. I also am going to be reviewing another Don Bluth film that doesn't get a lot of attention anymore, called Once Upon a Forest. It's another one that I loved as a kid. I am hoping that this one holds up the test of time at least a little bit more than Thumbelina did, because this one is about, forest preservation, lots of stuff like that. Let's see, what else? There is something else. So, remember Jazza? Jazza has this phone app called Arty Games, which I bought because I'm a fangirl. Who would have guessed? But, it's really cool. It's actually kind of like I don't know what I want to make right now, and you go to the app and you type some things in and it gives you some options. And I'm kind of curious to see what could come of that. So I'll probably be doing a video where I use his app to make something. And then the last thing I actually need creators for. I would love to do a collaboration. So if you are a maker, if you are a fellow artist, and you have works of your own, I would love to take something that you have drawn with your permission and your credit and turn it into an embroidery piece. I have other ideas as well. I would also love to do coloring challenges where we each send line art to each other and we see what we do with the colors. Or pretty much like any type of collaboration or challenge. I would love to do that. I think it's like the draw this in your style stuff is really, really cool and fascinating to me, and I want to do more of it. And if I do more of it, I would love for other people to be actively involved, maybe bounce channels back and forth. I think it would be fun. And that's kind of all I got for this month. At least. Yeah. Not that exciting. Really not. But I am excited. I'm always excited. So, I hope you have enjoyed yourself for these past few minutes. I hope I brought a little bit of happiness to your day. And this is me, signing out. Hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.